Hey guys, welcome to our pregnancy update. This is for week 34. So we are up the same amount of weight as we were last week, which I didn't share because I was kind of self-conscious and worried about what people would say, but I have come to terms with it and I'm fine with it. And I haven't gained any in the past week, so whatever. I've gained 27 pounds since the beginning of my pregnancy, which I know is on the upper end of the recommended, and I'm relatively petite, but this is my second pregnancy, and this is actually the same weight gain sort of timeline that I followed the first time. So if this is what my body does to make a healthy, perfect little babe, then it is what it is. I did have an appointment this week, just a checkup. Next week is the Group B strep test. So this was just a regular checkup. They checked her heartbeat. It was in the 140s, which they said is totally normal. Her weight, they estimate, is about 5 pounds. She is head down as of last week's ultrasound, but obviously a lot can change in 6 weeks. So, I mean, it's nice that that's how she is now, but I don't know if she's gonna stay that way. A lot of the previous week's symptoms are still in effect, things like indigestion, tired, general discomfort. That's all the same. As far as new things, I have been hungrier more at night, which is unusual for me. Typically, I am a morning eater, and then I just sort of taper off throughout the day, and I'm not a big eater at night. But lately, I have been, like, I'll eat a good amount in the morning, and then kind of pick throughout the day, and then eat more at night. So again, I'm sure that's not like what you're supposed to do, but that's what my body is feeling. So I'm doing my best to make it things like apples and peanut butter and a banana and like scrambled eggs, or, you know, like I'm trying to eat things that are like decent for you, and not just eat, but I'm still occasionally, like, I'm still eating pretzels, I still like muffins, you know, so I'm still a normal person. As far as some new-ish symptoms, I did have to switch my prenatal because mine was discontinued, which is like such a nightmare because I feel like it's so hard to find one that you really like. But I have also, obviously, this late in pregnancy, I'm not experiencing the morning sickness symptoms that I was at the beginning, which made it hard to swallow certain pills and certain tastes, and I just felt like it is more problematic when you're testing them out at first. So I do have a new one that I've tried, so I've only been on it for a couple days. I'll let you know next week how I feel about it, because my other one was good at keeping me regular, needing to pee much more often, I feel like, than I was, and it is becoming a bit more urgent, a bit more quickly, so that's not always super convenient. Age spots, so I don't know how much I'm trying to show you guys, but the pregnancy/age spots, I had them in my first pregnancy. And they did start to fade, and I was actually testing out some dark spot creams to like share with you guys, and I had 2 spots, so I was using them and just gonna share my results with you. And then I got pregnant, and you can't use that because it has like retinol and stuff in it, so I stopped using them. And then I could swear that they at the beginning of the pregnancy just faded and were not gone, but they were much better. And then now, literally this week, I just looked down and I was like, dude, they're back. So there's a couple of spots, I think like 2 or 3. So I'll probably do a video on that after pregnancy, testing out 2 different affordable dark spot creams in an effort to diminish them. Again, they're not in a like super noticeable place, and it's not like the most terrible thing in the universe, but I really don't want them. So yeah, that's my plan there. She does seem like she has less room. The movements seem... Like before, I felt like she was kind of like swimming around my abdomen, and now I feel like she's just kind of like, you know, like pushing around because there's nowhere to go. So I do feel like I feel her push a lot. I feel like sometimes I get short of breath when I normally wouldn't be, and things like that. At my checkup, she measured my belly, and I was measuring, I think a little smaller, but pretty close to right on where I'm supposed to be. And the heartbeat was great. She felt whatever they feel, and that was fine. So everything looks good for this girl. So she said from here on out, aside from the Group B strep test next week, from here on out, it's pretty much just making sure I'm not going into labor and making sure I'm not like bleeding, or amniotic fluid isn't coming out, anything like that. Just sort of being aware of those things, and then prepping at home to make sure that we have a crib, so we have a co-sleeper that I need to get my husband to bring up from the basement and put car seat bases in, things like that. I'm a dork and I like to be super prepared and have that stuff in place because why not? Like, what's the harm in having it in, you know, ready to go now? Who cares? Anyways, so I do want to do that. Also, I packed my hospital bag. So if you are interested in a video on that, since this is my second pregnancy, I've learned a little bit. I mean, not a ton because I'm still me, but I have learned a little bit about some of the things that I wish I would have packed and some of the things that I brought that were unnecessary. So again, it's all personal preference, but some of the basic things I'm really trying to be kind of minimal and just pack what I need and that's it. Because the last thing you want with a baby in a car seat and all this other stuff is like a ton of baggage. So if you want a video on the hospital bag, let me know and I will let you know what I have packed and ready to go. Doing really good. We're just looking big. So let's get a belly shot. I feel like it's a bit since I've done that. So that is all for this week. Thank you guys.